Okay, Jay.
Recording na yan?
Recording na. Okay. First episode. So, I'm guessing the listeners would be forgiving sa mga pinagsasabi natin.
Hindi naman.
Okay. So, our podcast is Millennial Dillema.
The Millennial Dilemma.
Bakit Millennial Dilemma, Jay?
So, the Millennial Dilemma because we believe that the Millennial generation has this problem of pursuing their passion instead of pursuing a career that pays well.
Well, not necessarily naman na the millennials lang. Diba? Kasi, well, I'm guessing na lahat naman, siguro lahat ng generation, yun ang problem. Pero it's just that, as millennials, parang nasa, ano bang age group ng millennials? 25? Ilan taon ka na?
21. 27
years old, diba? I think we're on the verge of taking on the world.
Yeah. And I think, siguro the main point of the podcast is that we're trying to inspire and connect with people, telling them na, sige, you can pursue your passion. Because that's what I think is...
lalo na sa man. I'm gonna touch into the topic. But, Filipino culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Filipino parents,
Sobra.
diba? The Filipino parents na grabe kung i-hate ng mga kabataan dyan, grabe kayo mga bata. Makinig kayo sa parents nyo. Yeah. Pero, wag naman masyado. I think, parents try to, set us to a very linear life. Pero, I mean, that's good.
They mean well. They mean well.
Of course. They want to be sure. They want to be sure that you have a good paying job. Lalo na yung term na, what's that term? Benefits. Yeah. You need to have good benefits, man.
Kailangan may HMO.
Kailangan may HMO. Your cards.
AVL,
cards. When you get injured, you need to have your cards. Pero, I think, that's good and all. Respect to the parents. Yeah. Pero, at the same time, I think there needs to be an urge for greatness. Hindi naman sa
mediocre.
Hindi naman sa mediocre na you want to be great and everything. Pero I think, di ba, parang if you want to leave an imprint, ganun ba? Tama ba yung term?
Yeah, a legacy.
Parang a legacy, di ba? Parang, kasi, ang problem kasi, parang these days, for me, ang problem, parang, masyado tayong, parang contented or we're aiming towards that linear life na we're forgetting to pursue our passion, which can actually be na
something you can earn off of.
Earn off of. Tapos it can be feasible, but at the same time it can unleash your maximum potential. Maximum. I like that. Maximum.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang kasi it's good and all, pero I think parang mas okay pagka
magagawin mo yung gusto mo.
Oo, tama. Kasi pag passionate ka about something, parang mas okay yung mas okay
mas masaya, mas fulfilling.
Yeah. Tsaka mas okay yung what's the term, Jay? Mas okay yung kaya ko to. Hindi I'm sorry, guys. Mas okay I don't have the term. Pero yun nga, feeling ko mas okay yung potential. Yeah, that's the term, potential. Yeah. Kasi parang, di ba, if you're already great at doing something na hindi mo naman gusto, what more pa pagka gusto mo na yung ginagawa mo, di ba? Imagine the potential. Imagine the possibilities, Jay. Yeah. You, guy like you, man, taking over the world. Guy like Jay, good-looking dude, taking over the world.
But for me, yun nga, tama yung sinabi mo. Just to reiterate, the Millennial Dilemma is about not putting yourself in a box and pursuing your passion, even if let's say all of us are trying to be safe with a day job.
We want to be those guys na we're gonna be those guys na who would tell you na kaya mo yan.
Yeah, kaya mo yan.
Kasi di ba ang problem? That's mostly the problem. Kahit mga friends mo or cousins mo or family mo. Pagka meron kang pinipitch sa kanila na hindi traditional.
Yeah. Let's say business, gusto mo mag-business.
Or gusto mo mag-business. Or gusto mo maging YouTuber.
Gusto mo maging artista.
Gusto mo maging musician. Tapos hindi masyadong, hindi traditional, di ba? Hindi yan safe. Baka maluwi ka. Or baka hindi mo kaya yan. Marami mas magaling sa'yo. Parang we're the guys Who's gonna tell you na if you don't try, diba, you won't know.
Exactly.
Saka alam mo naman sa sarili mo if you're really talented.
Yes.
Diba? Kung may potential ka doon. So, kung feeling mo meron, diba, we're gonna tell you na, sige, subukan mo, man. Walang makawala sa'yo. You're at the age of 25 or kahit mas matanda ka pa, diba?
Or
okay
even
lang.
younger.
Or even, mas okay pag younger, diba? You can take the risk.
Yan. So, that's a millennial dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
Tama ba?
Well, yeah. Oh, actually, in a nutshell, in a very big nutshell, kasi medyo mahaba yun. Pero, like, most of you are asking, like, sino ba kami para to be talking to you about this stuff?
Sino ba?
Sino ba? Diba? Dami yung sinasabi, diba? Malay namin kung sino ba kayo. Yeah. So, sino ka ba, Jay?
Ano? Hindi ko.
Sino ka ba? Dito sa bahay, diba?
Hindi ko alam. Pero, the point of starting this podcast is to inspire people na like us, kasi hindi naman namin masabi na nandun na kami sa tugatog ng success.
Actually, yun nga yung pinaka-purpose ng podcast. Kasi parang ano to nandun pa kami. Well, we're still we are still struggling like you guys, diba? So, we're in this together.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's better kaysa yung mga like kunyari kung sikat na kami or superstar na kami, diba? It's not relatable anymore.
Like example for me, I graduated mechanical engineering and yun, tapos I have a day job as an engineer. But then I realized...
Engineer, girls. Yeah. Guy like Jay. Good-looking guy. Engineer. Can play the guitar. He can play the guitar, girls.
Ano ba yan?
Imagine.
Pero my point is, even though I'm already an engineer, I realized that I really want to become a musician. And so I did. Mm-hmm. So I have a day job. I have my 8 to 5. Then 5 p.m. onwards, I pursue my music. So I write my own songs. Mm-hmm. I play gigs online or live. Then I also join songwriting contests. So for me, I think a lot of people can do that as well. So kahit ano pang day job mo.
Pero we're not being hypocrites here. Parang ano lang naman to. If it's possible, diba? If you have the opportunity, then grab it. Pero if it's not, kasi I mean, given the different circumstance. For example, Jay, may anak ka.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sensitive topic, pero I think we need to talk about that. For example, may day job ka. You're an engineer. Engineer Jay. Girls, DM. Flood his DM, please. Jay Pasicolan. Follow him on IG.
Come on.
Kunyari, may anak ka. At the same time, you have your day job. Do you think it's gonna be possible na makapag-ano ka pa? Like, pursue your dream pa?
So, mag-start ng business na sobrang risky. Mm-hmm. That's a good point, no? Because what we want to do is that we don't want to invalidate people na meron talagang responsibility. So, let's say, gaya na sabi mo, you're supporting a family, you have a wife, you have kids. So, for people na hindi kaya gawin yung risk na yun, that's okay. That's impressive on its own.
Oo naman. Respect.
Yeah. And that's a noble pursuit na meron kang
actually, diba, there's a movie na may napanood akong movie. I forgot the title. I even forgot what the movie is about. Pero parang her dad sold his guitar kasi parang I think they needed money at the time.
Hindi ko yata alam to.
It's not about the movie is not about that. Pero it's just it's just there's a scene. There's a sentimental moment tungkol dun sa relationship ng dad and the girl, ng bida. Tapos parang sinasabi nila doon na parang pinakita doon through flashback na yung daddy niya dating musician.
Okay.
Tapos when times got tough, kailangan na ibenta yung guitar. And respect, man, kung kaya mo gawin yun for your family. I think, would you do the same?
I don't know. I think I would. Yeah. I think
I mean, I don't know if I can do this. I probably could, pero I mean, prevention is better. Diba? So, siguro better planning na lang.
Yeah. Pero going back, your point is that if, let's say, kasi pag-uusapan natin like, maybe starting a business, even if you already have a day job, or you want to become an entrepreneur, or you want to become a model or a singer. But if you can't take the risk to quit your day job, okay lang din. We're not invalidating that type of struggle dito sa podcast.
Yes, exactly, man. I mean, naiintindihan namin yun. If hindi, I mean, kasi for me, nagiging passion man na it's in it itself, yung ano niya, yung raising your family well.
Yeah.
Nag-iiba diba? Kasi, we could be passionate about this. I'm Maxi. I'm Maxi. I'm an aspiring chef, I think. Hindi ko alam kayo. Kasi,
earned kasi yung title eh.
Ha?
Earned kasi yung title.
Yeah, earned yung title
ng chef.
Ng chef. Parang, I don't think I will ever earn the title of the chef. Pero, yun, I want to leave an imprint sa culinary scene. Tapos, at the moment, hindi ako nagtatrabaho sa resto, pero I started a YouTube channel na hindi ko, parang ayoko sabihin kasi okay ba yun?
Okay lang, sige go.
It's called Maximum Flavor. Konti pa lang followers, pero okay lang. Pero yun nga, kasi
that's the point of the podcast eh.
That's the point of the podcast.
We're in the struggle.
Tama, exactly. Nandun pa ako sa struggling stage. Tapos yun, I'm trying to leave my imprint sa culinary scene. Since ngayon, di ba, pandemic stage, nobody's hiring. Tapos I lost my job before the pandemic. Kaya nung nag-pandemic na, I couldn't find a job. Yeah. Kaya how do you say, to scratch that itch.
Yeah.
Guy like you, Jay. You know what to say. To scratch that itch. I started posting YouTube videos kasi there was this stage early in the pandemic stage, ECQ days. I think this was late March, early April. Everyone's cooking. Tapos parang naisip ko na bakit hindi ako mag-share ng knowledge.
Recipes mo.
So recipes, knowledge, basic techniques na some people might benefit from.
Yeah.
So, yun. Tapos ngayon, nagkaroon naman ng onting followers. So, yun na yung pinapursue ko. Kaya, that's who I am.
Yeah.
And the struggle is real, man. Kasi, guy like me, hindi ako, I'm not the social media guy.
Okay.
I don't have much likes. What does that mean, Jay? That hurts me.
For guys like us, tingin hindi talaga tayo para ma-post sa social media.
Guy like you, Jay.
Guys like us.
Guy like you, Jay.
Parang,
when you post a picture, Jay, parang automatic, 1,000.
Grabe naman yung 1,000.
1,000.
Then low-key lang, low profile.
2,000 DMs.
Ganon?
Guy like me,
kahit followers ko,
maximum 1 like, 1 dislike.
Grabe ka.
And that's, the one like is my mom. Probably.
si Mami pa.
Yeah, si Mami. Proud siya sa akin. So, shinare pa niya.
Yeah, but again, the point of this podcast is, like you guys, we have a day job. At least for Maxi, yung day job mo is yung business mo.
Yeah.
Your buns. But we're also trying to pursue something else. Which is something that we love to do.
Actually, we were talking earlier, me and Jay. Tapos parang pinag-uusapan namin is, I think, yung term na day job should be flipped, diba? Dapat dapat yung main thing mo is your passion. Tapos you're just doing your day job.
Exactly.
Para hindi ka magutom. Like something to keep you alive. Pero the main thing should be what you're pursuing. Kasi most people kasi, diba, parang nagiging main thing yung
day job nila.
Yung day job nila. Kasi diba, work is not life. You need to have a separate life. Work is something to keep you alive. Pero why do you work ba? Diba?
To sustain myself.
Yeah, to sustain
kailangan
yourself.
Kailangan din
kailangan mo ng self-sustenance.
That's a grind eh.
That's the grind. Pero at the same time, diba, some people, nagiging yun na yung main thing. Tapos you forget about your passion. Tapos, diba, which is sad. Kasi, gigising ka na lang one day, you're 40, 45 years. I'm not saying that's too late. I'm not saying that. Pero, imagine if you didn't waste all those years. Imagine if you're using all those years to grow your own brand. Diba? 15 years growing your own brand.
Yeah. Your own business.
It's not gonna be as big as the company you're working for right now. But diba? It's yours.
Tama.
Kaya I think hindi lang to tungkol sa arts. Hindi lang tungkol sa pagiging chef or pagiging cook or pagiging musician. Jay's a musician.
Okay.
Jay's Guy
But
like
that's
Jay.
okay.
Guy like Jay. Of course, he's a
Saks
musician.
lang. Saks
Of
lang.
course, Jay is a musician. Have you seen him? Diba? A guy like him. Hindi lang naman sa pagiging artist yung passion eh. Sometimes it's about business.
Yeah.
Diba? Yung mga self-business ninyo. Minsan,
Mga online shops,
Online shops,
business,
man.
diba?
Exactly,
So may day job
exactly.
ka, nagbebenta ka ng, I don't know, plants.
Oo.
Diba?
Tapos,
Or bags.
syempre, ang nangyayari, mas pinaprioritize mo
Day job mo.
yung day job mo kaysa dun sa pagbebenta mo ng
Whatever it is.
stuff, or whatever it is, your products. Which I think should be flipped. Diba? Dapat mas focus dun sa pagbenta mo ng, I mean, if you can risk it.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba?
That's what I'm
Yan
saying.
nga. If you can risk it, diba? Why not?
Okay.
Kasi if you can risk it, then that's the time. If you can't risk it, we
Okay lang
understand.
din, yeah.
Okay lang yan.
Okay lang.
That's fine.
But for the people who can, we want to fuel the fire
Yeah.
of
Actually, this is what the podcast is
pursuing
for the people
passion.
who can pursue.
Diba?
I mean, who can take the risk.
Yeah. Diba?
Hustle. Well,
So for you, ano ba yung hustle mo, Maxi? Right now, I mean, you can walk us through your day-to-day. Ano bang ginagawa mo to pursue this, to solve this millennial dilemma? Ano bang ginagawa mo? I just wanna know.
well, actually, yun nga. Sobrang on point on topics kasi ako eh. I'm currently a certified. Well, wala naman certificate yun. Pero I'm currently a self-certified online seller. Self-certified, diba? That should be a thing. Certified ba kayo? Yeah, self-certified. I certified myself.
Yeah.
I allowed myself to do this. Well, I sell buns. I know I sell buns, Jay.
Yeah.
Guy like me selling
Cheeseburger buns.
hamburger buns.
No. Brioche buns.
Brioche buns. I mean,
Premium
it's basically it's premium buns because medyo ako burger enthusiast.
Okay.
Tapos I feel that there's lack of good buns in the market right now in the Philippines, diba? Kasi if you watch, can we say big names like Gordon Ramsay? Syempre
Yeah,
naman,
pwede.
diba?
Come on.
Mapapansin ba
Name
nila?
drop, name
Gordon
drop.
Ramsay. Nasa ko man, man.
Shout out.
Shout out. Shout out. Shout out.
Guess ka naman.
Dyan.
Guess
Guess
ka
ka naman dyan, you idiot sandwich. Diba, may kita nyo yung mga recipes nila in YouTube.
Yeah.
Tapos, lagi nilang sinasabi, first thing you need is good meat and good buns.
Yeah.
So, wala na.
So, yun yung
buns pa lang
pinuno mo
wala
na market.
Yeah.
Your
So,
need.
So, I bake my own buns. Ako yung nagmamasa.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And the impressive thing is that you grew the business on your own.
Yeah.
Diba?
I do everything on my own. The marketing side of it. I mean, it's not big. It's nothing big. Kaya, kasi pag sinabi mo the marketing side of it,
okay.
parang iisip mo, guys in suits, diba?
Big time.
Guys in suits
Yeah.
with suitcase. Importante yung suitcase, man.
So let me get this straight. So you quit your day job.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, I didn't quit my day
Okay.
job per se. I don't have a day job because of the
Pandemic.
the current state, the pandemic.
Okay, so because of the pandemic, you don't have a day job at a
Yeah.
hotel or a restaurant. So what you did was you started your own business. Tama, no?
Yeah. I needed to earn money.
Yeah. And at the same time, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Diba? Which is actually the thing that you want the most. Tama?
Yeah, the YouTube channel is the main thing.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the buns. I mean, I also love it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything
Half-assed.
I wouldn't do anything
Yes,
half-assed. Pero yun nga, I also love it. Pero the main thing is, diba, I don't want to be known as the guy who makes the best brioche buns. Or
Okay.
the guy who makes buns. I want to be known as the cook on YouTube. Or a YouTuber. As you may say. I'm a YouTuber, Jay.
Oh,
Is that a title you also earn? Do you have a certificate for that? Self-certified. Self-certified YouTuber. Maximum flavor.
But that's a point, again, of the podcast is that we're trying to showcase people with the hustle, with the grind, putting in the work day in and
Putting
day
in the
out.
work. I mean,
For the things that they are passionate about, kahit may day jobs sila or wala.
yeah, because some kids are lucky enough to just think about the passion, diba? Tapos mom and dad is gonna be there to buy you guitar, to buy you guitars. Diba?
Ay, bumili ako sarili kong guitar.
I'm not. I'm talking to you, Jay. I'm not talking about you. Guy like you, Jay.
Okay.
Of course,
sige,
you bought
like
your
me.
own guitar. I mean, some kids, hindi naman sa inaano natin. What's the term, Jay? Hindi naman sa invalidate or dinidisregard natin yung efforts nila. Kasi, di ba, that's a risk din yung ginagawa nila. Form of risk din yun. Kasi instead of going to college, di ba?
Having a day job.
Tsaka, I think,
stable job.
I think hard work pays off. It just so happens na their ancestors worked harder.
Yeah, or parents or
diba?
grandparents.
Pwede, diba?
Di man ancestors, baka ano lang.
Well,
pwede.
Diba? Can be old money. Old money,
Yeah.
diba? Ancestors worked harder or are better at corrupting. Diba? Jay, guy like
First
Jay.
episode.
And we already have issues.
Ba masuspend na.
Cancelled it. The guys in Anchor is gonna be...
So yun, the point of the podcast, again, is the hustle. So we're gonna feature also some guests na ganun din. So I have friends na accountant sa umaga, tapos sa gabi, ano ba yan? Ano ba tawag sa tao na gumagawa ng calligraphy? Calligrapher. Hindi. I don't know. Hindi ko alam, but she's pursuing this type of art.
Calligraphist.
Calligrapher yan.
Calligrapher.
Calligrapher. Okay, so tama ba? Okay.
Yeah.
So yun, ganun.
She's a friend and you want her to be our guest. I think that's good. And I think that's entertaining or kasi that's not common, man.
Exactly. Pero na kilala, businessman, tapos gusto niya magturo. So, turo siya.
I'm sorry, man. Let's go back to the calligraphy. Yeah. Is that like a feasible job? Is it? I mean,
if you have enough commissions. Pag marami nagpagawa sa'yo, I think
people actually pay for. I mean, it's an art, of course. It's hard to do. So I mean, I'm guessing people are paying for that. Pero, di ba? Is there?
Meron.
Wow, man.
Yes. Exactly.
Nice.
So may mo na nalaman.
Nice. And then I thought
commissions.
I thought it was a hobby, more of a hobby than a career. Pero, di ba? Kasi I was thinking that it should be a career because it's hard to do, man.
Yeah.
Di madali yun. It's a skill.
Hindi nga, bakit yung sulat ko eh?
I'm a frustrated doctor. Kaya yung sulat ko medyo... Actually,
malayo sa
diba?
calligraphy. But it's a feasible,
May sariling genre ng calligraphy.
Yeah.
Ganun ba yun?
May sarili kang font.
May sarili akong font. Exactly, man. Exactly. May sarili akong font na hindi pa uso.
So yun. So we're gonna feature friends.
Hopefully, kung gusto nila, after watching our first episode, kung gusto pa rin nila, okay lang. Kung ayaw na nila, well,
ang gulo na ito kausap.
kung ayaw nyo, di wag. Hindi, man.
So yun. And at the same time, we're gonna talk about tips also.
If you're watching this, tapos you want to be part of the show.
Yeah, why not?
You're having the same struggles. Diba? You want to share your side. Or you've been to this journey, tapos you've been successful.
Yeah, pwede.
Or you took the other route. Okay lang, man.
Punta ka dito, man.
Or DM us. Saan ba, man? Flood Jay's IG, Jay Pasicolan.
Wala pa pala tayo.
Flood him.
So you can check out my Instagram. It's John's Project. So yun din yung artist name ko.
Yeah.
As a singer-songwriter and as an indie artist. So JOHNSPROJECT.
Really, Jay?
So,
you're plugging yourself, Jay.
Gano'n.
Really, Jay?
Ikaw din. Kanina.
Really, Jay?
Come on.
What's the show about now, Jay? Is it about you? The world doesn't revolve around you, Jay. What's wrong with you?
Hindi naman. Hindi na. Last na yan.
Well, you can follow me also in Instagram, Jay.
Maximum.
You're not the only one with Instagram.
Kala ko.
The maximum flavor.
Yan. Also
I
on
have
YouTube.
300,000 billion bazillion followers.
Yan.
So please follow me. If Instagram would allow it, because I think I reached the limit.
Naman.
I think I reached the limit though.
Talaga ba?
Of followers. Well, no, man. Of course not. I think I have 25 followers. So please follow me. You're going to be the 26th. I'm going to give you a shirt. I'm going to give you some coffee.
So follow us kasi wala pang social media account ko.
Well, I don't know how the podcast thing works because we're just recording this and we don't know what platform we're going to put this on.
We're just winging
Pero on whatever platform, we are probably going to I'm gonna put in the link on the description section. Diba? Pwede naman eh. Pwede ba?
Yeah.
I know, super low tech namin, guys.
Yeah. Pero okay lang.
Very low tech.
That's the interesting part of it. We're just winging it. Diba? Yun nga, this is what the podcast is about.
It's part of the struggle, diba?
It's about getting started at what you wanna do, diba? Gusto natin
actually,
mag-podcast.
we're not professional.
Hindi naman talaga tayo
obvious naman hindi kami professional mag-podcast the way we talk, diba? Parang pero yun nga eh, diba? Hopefully by episode 2 we're gonna get better. Onte, diba? I mean, that's a good thing about starting from zero. There's always room to grow.
Yeah.
And that's my inspirational speech.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Welcome to my TED Talk. There's always room to grow, and you should always be open to learning, to growing. Diba?
So, ikaw, do you have any friends na same yung struggle na?
Well, of course.
Okay.
Of course, man. Given nasa field pa ako na well, I came from a culinary school. I actually took culinary. Actually went head first. Is that phrase right? I went into head first.
Yeah.
Not chest first. Oh man.
Head first talaga.
Okay, head first. It should be chest first though.
Ay, ganun ba?
Yeah. I mean, looks better. I went in chest.
Okay, going back to the story.
Okay. Where was I, Jay? And then tag nito. So
Culinary school ka.
Yeah, nasa culinary school. So, 'di ba, most people taking up culinary are actually passionate people na really want to learn about cooking, really want to be chefs. Kaya marami nagsistruggle.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos, yun nga, hindi lang naman sa culinary or in this, may mga friends ako na aspiring entreps. Ganun ba yun?
Okay.
Gusto maging entrep or mga businessman someday. Or businessman na ngayon, pero, I mean, starting stage, young age, diba? Siyempre, starting, building their own brand. Na I would love to be a guest in this show.
Yeah.
So I think the purpose of the podcast, man, I think we already covered that, the purpose of the podcast and everything. So Jay, well, given your music career, okay, Jay, remember he's a musician, ladies, musician. He plays the guitar. Guy like Jay, man. Guy like Jay, good-looking guy playing the guitar. I mean, what more do you want? Form a line. Form a line. One line?
Tayo na lang.
One line is gonna be a mile long. It should be 2 lines.
Ba't masyado mo binubuo?
2 lines, half a mile. Yeah. That's the limit. Next person, third row. Guy like Jay, man.
Pero I don't want it to be about girls, but I want.
This is not about girls.
I sorry.
Jay. I'm just saying. Guy like Jay, of course, he gets tons of girls, but that's why you have a guy like me. A guy who can balance. A guy who can balance things out for you. Because if you're just gonna look at the guy like Jay in this podcast, you're gonna be insecure at some point. I mean,
seryoso ba yan? Parang baliktad na.
I'm just messing with you, Jay. By the way, it's Jay's birthday today.
Yes!
Happy birthday, man. You're... How old are you, man?
27.
27? You heard it here first, man. Jay Pasicolan. No, man. I think at most, you're 19 years old. Guy like you. Good-looking guy, man. Flood his DM, ladies.
But I also want to talk about my own struggle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay. Jay. But I was getting to that.
Okay.
And then you cut me off. And then and then you acted like I didn't want to talk about your struggle. But now we're gonna talk about your struggle, Jay. Okay, man. Let's go.
So
wait. Backstory. So yeah, he already introduced himself. He's Jay Pasicolan, 27 years old.
Okay. Today,
which is October 14. So next year, please send some.
Pero 13 ang birthday ko.
Oh, yeah. So on 13, please send the cake. Send the cake, man. Live by the cake, die by the cake. Send the cake. Diabetes. We got it covered for you. So he's an aspiring. Okay. Sorry about that. nawala yung nawala yung feed. Ano ba? Nawala yung video natin, nawala yung audio.
Ayaw mo lang ako pagsalitain.
Hindi, man. You have to forgive us. Kasi, this is our first time. Diba?
Yeah, it's okay.
If we haven't said it enough, first time namin to. So, please be forgiving.
Yeah.
So, yan na.
Tsaka alam mo na raw. We're just being honest. Hindi to parang sobrang professionally done. Yeah. Yun yung charm na.
I think of myself as a professional sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm a pro at
Hindi
what
ako.
I do. Hindi ba ikaw? Guy like Jay. Super humble, diba? That's why girls like you, Jay. Super humble na tao. Everybody should be aspiring to be Jay. Anyway, before we got cut off by the Meralco. Hindi naman, no? Meralco peeps, sponsorship please. Sponsored by Meralco, no? Imagine that, Jay. We're gonna talk about Jay's struggle naman. Parang, isang minuto para kay Jay.
Flip top.
Isang minuto para sa'yo.
Pero,
isang minuto magingay.
Yeah,
okay, Jay, struggles.
First off, I don't wanna say struggles. Cause, like you and me, tayo na. Even if we're pursuing something that we love to do, na kahit ang hirap with a day job or not, or with a business, or basta, it takes up so much of our time and our energy, it's not quote-unquote struggle for me. Cause it's something that I love to do.
Okay, so ang pagkakaintindi mo sa struggle is struggle lang siya pag hindi mo siya gusto. Doon lang siya nagiging struggle. So so bagay, no, pag hard work, like katulad kanina, man. Yeah. I mean, people are gonna see this setup and think na ang ganda ng setup nila, di ba? Pero
grabe
yung pawis namin.
Like ours. Pero like, di ba?
It took hours. It took hours to do this.
Super
setup. Pero we were telling each other na it's worth it.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos hindi mo feel na nagsa-struggle ka.
Yeah.
Struggle lang naman yung something if you're struggling. Yeah. Diba? Pero if you're not struggling, it's not a struggle.
Yeah.
It's what's the word for that? Is there a word for that?
I don't know. It's your hustle.
Hustle ba siya? Parang ano siya eh.
Paano ba?
Grit. So wala pang term para doon.
Gawa natin.
Where's Miriam when you need her? Merriam-Webster.
Gawa na lang natin.
Gawa natin. I think it's your... Well, I'm not good with words. Basta it's a form of struggle pa rin. I think it's what do you call this? If you're grinding, tapos worth it naman yung ginigrind, or you feel accomplished.
Something that you love to do.
Something, because you're grinding for something that you love.
Okay.
Diba? Or you're putting in the extra work because you really care for something. I think that's, well, yun yung pinag-uusapan namin. I think yun yung problema sa when you're passionate about something. Kasi, people often say, or I think it's a cliche na if you find something you love, you're not gonna work for the rest of your life or something like that. Ano ba yung phrase na? You know the exact words of that. Diba? People always say that na if you love doing it or find a job that you love to do and
it won't feel like a job.
You're never gonna work for the rest of your life.
It won't feel like a chore.
Pero diba? Medyo hindi ko yung phrase na yun kasi kung love mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, man, it means every detail of it is stressful for you. Hindi naman stressful. Nagiging stressful kasi you wanna elevate it. Yeah. You care too much. Like every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
Medyo sensitive ka about it. Wala yung term na pwede na yan.
Yeah.
Which I think is a very dangerous phrase or a very, very dangerous thing to say to someone.
You wanna put out the best output.
Kasi pag sinabi mo,
if it's something that you love.
Pag sinabi mo pwede na yan, parang, pwede na yan. I mean, sa music, Jay.
Yeah.
Minsan ba nangyayari sa'yo yun? Like yung, pwede na yan.
Depende. There's this one time, kasi I wanted to join songwriting contest and then deadline na tonight, like tonight.
Yeah.
wala na akong time magsulat. So, sinulat ko lang. Tapos pinasa ko. Then, pinarecord ko. And, yun lang, pinasa ko lang. But the thing is, there was a deadline.
There was a deadline.
But, if I have the time and I have the resources to bring out the best.
Pero given the circumstance, 'di ba? Parang ano pa rin you milk the deadline. Parang the time given to you, sinagad mo pa rin siya.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think yung pwede na yan, kaya lumabas kasi wala ka na rin time eh.
But in general, I don't like putting out songs that are half-cooked. So even a good example is that when we're doing recording, especially with my brother, kasi may home studio kami.
Yeah.
At times, hindi
guy
pa
like
ako...
Jay, of course he has a studio. Okay.
So, pag nagre-record kami and hindi pa ako masaya sa vocals, let's say may konting hindi ako masaya. Or
okay, so hindi,
may flat or wala sa timing, even for the nanosecond.
Ganun ka technical.
Gusto,
Ganun ka technical. Like every bit
gusto
of
ko
it
i-retake pa.
has to be perfect.
Yeah, because you only have one shot at
how's Jason, how does Jason take that? Parang, kasi, introduction, Jason is Jay's brother. Jay and Jason. They have this band called Franz and Francis. Yeah. Kasi si Jay and Jason sila. Tapos may band sila na Franz and Francis. Which makes a lot of sense for me. So si Jason, he's the younger brother. I think Jay is more on the technical side of things. Jason. Jason is more on the...
Siya yung mas producer sa amin.
Yeah, the producer. That's the term, man. That's the musician term. Yeah. The producer. And you're the talent.
Hindi naman. Kami both yung talent.
Both of your talent.
Kami both yung artist.
Pero I think you're more of the writer. Yeah. Jay is the writer and the singer.
Yeah, kind of like
Tapos, Jason is the producer. Like, he lays the tracks.
Exactly.
He lays the tracks.
Exactly.
Diba? Which I think...
So I am the Whitney Houston to his
who?
To David Foster. Parang gano'n.
Oh, yeah. Something like
that. It's a good
that.
analogy.
Except Foster writes songs. Yeah, so it's not a good analogy at all.
Hindi pala, sorry.
Well, I'm just messing with you, Jay. You know music more. You know those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you're friends with Foster. And Bublé and everyone. Of course, a guy like Jay. I mean, how does Jason take that? Is he as tedious as you are?
Yeah. Actually, no. Because the thing is, for him, even if he's a producer, at times, okay na sa kanya yun. Let's say, okay naman eh. It sounds good to me. But for me, parang, I'd listen to the song like 10 times.
But I think, personally, I'm not a music expert. Yeah. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
All the listeners know.
Hindi tayo sure.
I mean, I'm not a music expert. Pero in my point of view, given to what I listen to, I think there's an art, diba, of being imperfect. Tama ba? Musical imperfection, is that the term? I think there's an art to it. Because, as you know, I'm a big E-Heads fan.
Yeah.
And some of their songs, I love it because...
Medyo raw.
It's raw. It's not perfect. Diba? Ellie sometimes breaks his voice on some sometimes. And it sounds better than... And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. Diba? Parang... that's the charm of the E-Heads. Yeah. Do you think there's... so you're not into that? You want it to be crystal clear? I think it would depend on the genre. Oh, yeah. It can depend on the genre. So let's say, if you wanna... If R&B, dapat you hit the notes. It should be precise and accurate. But if it's like indie or crystal
rock,
alternative... Like what's the name of the guy? The Rex Orange County type. Ganun. Yeah, masyadong, kinda sounds raw. That's my type. Medyo rough. That's my thing. Parang rough around the edges. Rough around the edges. The more they play, the more they play, or the more they do different things, mas maganda. Diba? Oo nga, no? Sabagay, no? You can't sing like the Martin Rivera songs. Balance, na hindi perfect, no? Yeah, exactly. You need may mga songs na pwede. Every note. You can't sing Lea Salonga songs
Na may ano.
Na parang
medyo,
si Ellie Buendia yung pagkakanta
kailangan
mo.
malinis.
Yeah, kailangan. Oo nga. So there's a certain aspect to that.
Yeah.
Pero in that case, 'di ba? Your choice of genre or your music per se is more tedious. Mas mahirap ba in a sense? 'Di ba? Parang
in a way, I guess.
yeah, in a psychotic J kind of way. Pero okay lang kasi that's what you live for.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what you live for.
And I think that's part of being an artist is to become to put out the best output again.
You know what, Jay? I think you're the type of guy na pagka na-record mo na yung something and it turns out super good the first take, you're gonna look for something wrong because this was too easy. Are you that type of guy?
I guess so.
Diba? Parang something has to be wrong. Dude, this was too easy, man.
Exactly. Tama, actually. Because gumawa ko ng cover just recently.
I mean, if you have the time.
One take.
Yeah.
Okay na kay Jason one take. Talaga ba? Dapat para pag... And I would listen to the song like 10 times.
I think that's the cover you sent me.
Oo nga. And I would send the song
Solid
to my
cover.
friends.
Follow him, guys, to listen to it.
And they'd say stuff like, oh, sobrang ganda na nito, hindi mo na kailangan i-release. But some of my friends would also say, at this timestamp, let's say 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, nag-flat ka. So I'm gonna fix that. Wala lang. And I did the same thing. So, I wrote this song called Kahit Na Masungit. And, Kahit
Na Masungit, guys. Is that the...
Yeah.
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
My friend here, Jay. Of course, Jay Pasicolan, guy like him. He's a finalist in the most prestigious songwriting competition in the Philippines. Is it the most prestigious? I think so. I think Pop Voice.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Yeah. Popular music. Himigandog.
Yeah.
I think everyone's familiar with Himigandog. I mean, that big of a competition. Jay's a finalist. Jay and Francis.
Pati yung brother ko, si Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, so that's what I did on that song. So I wrote that song. So I mean, ito yung story nun. So I wrote that song during a songwriting bootcamp I attended last year. And we had mentors like Jim Paredes.
Jim Paredes from
Apo Hiking.
Apo Hiking.
Yeah. And then
everybody knows Jim. I love his videos.
And also Thyro Alfaro. So that guy wrote Dati and Kilometro. So Sarah Hieronymus Kilometro and Sam Concepcion and Tipo Dos Santos Dati. Okay, so I presented that song and they didn't like that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so they turned it down?
Like the song.
They turned it out?
I only wrote the song for I think for a couple of nights and we had to present our quote-unquote best song. But that wasn't really my best song and I just had to present something. So what I did was, when I got home from the songwriting contest, boot camp,
the boot camp.
From the boot camp.
Is this boot camp? It's free or you get invited? It's
free.
Of course, it's a prestigious boot camp.
If
guy like Jay.
If covered ka by the organization, which is, I don't know if I can say it, but it's Philpop.
Well, okay.
And, yun, so, yun yung kabilang songwriting contest. And then, so medyo things. Pero, okay lang. So, so when I got home, I worked on the song. And then, so medyo perfectionist kasi ako. What I did was, I worked on the song for several times. And then, what I did was, I sent the demo to my friends. Siguro mga 20 silang friends. Just to,
so this is the early stages of
just to receive comments on the song. And because of that process, I was able to really bring the best out of that song. And yun, finally sa Himigandog. So,
man.
I think that level of perfectionism is also helpful, especially in music. So, I don't know. Kasi some of my songs,
I mean, you can say that kasi it was successful. I mean, at this stage, finalist Himigandog out of thousands of
4,000.
Thousands. Exactly 4,000. According to Jay. 4,000. According to Jay. But I read it was somewhere around 3,500. But according to Jay, 4,000.
Okay.
To be a finalist, man, top 12. And they're at the number 6 spot. Or is that random? Oh,
random.
That was random. So, top 12 sila, diba? I think you can say that your technique actually works kasi it's successful. It's considered successful. The song is considered successful. Do you consider it successful?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Finalist ka, bro.
Yeah, man. Finally,
I'm just really thankful
out of 3,500.
Yeah.
Oh, so the daily. We're talking about the daily struggles now.
Yeah.
What about me, Jay? Would you like to hear my daily? Or did I already?
Yeah, you already did.
I did.
Ako muna.
Oh.
Okay na naman.
Sorry, man. No.
Yeah.
What about your work career? I think it's harder for you to balance that than me because I'm running an online store.
Okay.
I mean, I bake. I do everything from baking to buying the ingredients and everything, the marketing. Booking, Grab, and Lala Move. Please sponsor us. Send the check.
On Facebook.
Yeah. I think given all of that, I still have my own time. I'm still my own boss. Pero you're an engineer for a company, diba? So I think that's harder to balance. What's your take on that?
I don't think it's a matter of whose condition or situation is harder, tougher, but we're all having our own struggle, our own type of struggle. Pero if I'm gonna walk through you guys to my my day-to-day life as an engineer at night, engineer at during the day and a singer-songwriter at night, because yun nga, I have my own day job. It's 8 to 5 in schedule, and then 5 p.m. beyond, I write my own songs. I do gigs. I release my own covers and own songs. I produce my songs, and I also collaborate with other artists. So, yun. I just really put boundaries when it comes to my time. Na, let's say, if my schedule for work is Monday to Thursday, 8 to 5, then that's the only time I'm gonna work. Although, minsan nag-exceed ka, hindi mo na maiwasan. But that's okay. But you should always set time for the things that you're very passionate about. Yeah, and for me, that's music.
Yeah, for me, that should be the main thing, actually. So, you should give all the time you can. And before we talk about anything else, we would have a quick break because I think Jay here needs to use the restroom.
Ako talaga.
Okay, we're gonna be back.
Welcome back, guys. This is the Millennial Dilemma.
Millennial Dilemma.
Yun. So,
for the millennials with dilemmas, obviously. Okay, Jay.
So I wanted to ask, what was the first step you took when you wanted to pursue that business in the YouTube channel? Ooh. So I think
the first step.
I'd want our listeners to know kasi 'di ba parang ang dami kasi na meron hesitation eh.
Is it about the YouTube channel or
I think both.
The passion in being the pursuit of happiness in general. The pursuit of one's passion in general.
You can put it that way.
Well, I'm gonna give a bit of a backstory because I came from a cooking family. As in, my grandma, super good cook. I can only let's put it this way. I can only wish maging ganun ako kagaling someday.
Okay.
My mom, super good. As in, sobrang galing. Pero here's the kicker, guys. They're college professors. They're not chefs.
Yeah.
So you can see, you see what I'm saying here, Jay. I think if there's gonna be a parent that's gonna be pushing their kid to be linear, it's gonna be my parents. Kasi they're...
Linear, you mean get good grades in school,
good
get
grades,
a job,
go to college, get a job,
get married, have kids, buy a house, and
get
your own car.
And
So
my personal favorite, my personal favorite is get good benefits. Get good benefits.
Sala may SSS kaya.
Yeah, SSS. Yun pinaka-importante.
Which I think is okay.
It is, man.
It's decent.
It is.
Hindi man natin in-invalid.
Kung hindi matigas ulo ko.
Kaso, sadly,
that's not my thing. My parents aren't proud of me. No, I'm hindi naman. I mean, syempre, parents, you can't take that away from them. Nah, they want you to be safe.
Yeah.
More than anything, they want you to have a good life.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, at the same time, I wanted to pursue a career in cooking, which my parents
thought was risky.
They think it's risky. Well, not really risky. They think, partly risky, pero they think na there's not a career in that. I mean, it's not feasible.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make tons of cash.
Exactly.
Not like you, Jay. An engineer. Making it rain every night in clubs in BGC.
Ganon. Parang hindi.
Money everywhere. For those of you listening in podcast without the video, I just did the make it rain sign.
Talaga ito.
Yeah, make it rain sign.
Yeah. Dollar
bills everywhere.
Yeah.
$20 bills everywhere for Jay.
But I wanna point out as well, because so may mga tao na they're hesitating. They're second guessing if they're gonna pursue the career that they really wanted.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But let me just also point out that we're in a position of privilege. I mean, the two of us.
Well, partly we're not super rich kids. I mean,
but in a way,
I wouldn't call myself a rich kid.
Talaga?
Not really, man, compared to the other guys I know, diba? Pero we are privileged in a way that we can get some sort of support from the parents. Pero we have to fight our way, man.
Yeah.
We're
earned, not given.
It's partly earned. You have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, we're not that privileged na parang mom and dad is like
billionaires.
They have
top 1%.
Dollar trees in their backyard. Hindi tayo ganon at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have financial problems.
I just wanted to acknowledge kasi
I mean, given, 'di ba? Yun nga iba-iba tayo ng pinanggalingan. Like some of us have no choice.
Yeah.
I mean, lalo in the Philippines, poverty is really a thing, diba?
Yeah.
It's real.
a problem.
Poverty in the Philippines is way different than poverty in America.
Yeah.
For example, diba? When you say poverty here, it means poverty.
Yeah.
Given their situation, I think it's kind of sad because they're forced to do the linear life. The safe life. Pero it's gonna be this, man. They have to work hard now to give their children a shot. Diba?
Okay.
And we're lucky enough to be that generation in our families that we're given that shot.
Okay.
I think of it that.
So we're just being thankful.
Yeah, we are.
I just
thankful.
wanted to point that out.
We're not being. We are thankful.
Because there are some people na, and I would often see this on Facebook, mga memes. Ano kaya hindi kayo mayaman kasi tamad lang kayo? But the thing is, there are a lot of people that are a lot more hard-working than us.
Oh, but they weren't given the same opportunities.
So they're living from paycheck to paycheck kahit, let's say, tatlo na yung trabaho nila. So we're not, I'm just trying to point that out.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a good point. That's a
different type of
struggle. That's a different type of struggle.
But for the people who can.
Again, for the people like us. I mean, we can.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that hope. There is that chance. Pero, I mean, I have to claw my way in there with my parents kasi, diba, they wanted a linear life.
Yeah.
Pero I wanted to be a chef.
I
wanted to risk it all. Risk it all. Make it big. I mean, that in the perfect world.
So
pero, Yun nga, the very first step is convincing my parents to enroll me in culinary school. Pero there's a big risk there, diba? Kasi I had to quit college. Tapos, I mean, I'm not gonna say any more personal stuff. Pero yun nga, I was manning this business, pero I had to leave kasi I wanted to pursue I wanted to pursue culinary. Tapos, well, yun nga, there was a big fight. Of course, normal.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi my parents, basically my mom,
They didn't understand.
Well, they understand. They're good cooks. Pero in a way, they don't think that there's a career in that. I mean, whenever I
So
say
risky
that, they would say
at the end of the day, it's risky.
why don't you get a
Stable
good
job.
a stable job, and then earn some money, and then build build your own restaurant.
Yeah.
Open your own restaurant. But
You wanted your own thing.
yeah, I wanted my own thing. I wanted to do it right away, which is kind of hard-headed for me. And I understand my parents. Kasi, diba, it's hard, man. Culinary school, it's not cheap. Diba?
Oh,
Diba? Pero, I mean, diba? Kaya I'm thankful. Pero that's the first step I had to take. The first step is really, like, convincing your parents or, diba? If you're, if you're into like some other passion na hindi naman kailangan mag-enroll sa ganito, sa mahal, diba? Then it's gonna be easier. Well, I'm not saying
but
it's
for
gonna
you,
be
but for you.
easier, pero diba? At least you can do that step on your own. But I think I think your question is more about the courage, like of risking stuff. Like instead of that linear life, you're gonna risk it all. Tapos wala naman tayong seguridad kung magiging okay ba tayo dito.
Isn't it a little bit ironic because the first doubters that you're gonna have are your friends and your family.
Exactly, man. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a circle that actually believes in me.
Yeah.
Pero, di ba?
But for the most of us, I guess.
For the most part. Like, in my YouTube, di ba?
Yeah.
People would think you're delusional. Diba? I want to be a YouTuber. I'm gonna post a video. I'm gonna make a video. Ginagawa mo, di ba? You're delusional.
May trabaho na sa hotel.
Di ba?
YouTube ka pa.
Ang ginagawa mo. Pero,
but then again, we're not taking that against them naman. We're not. I mean, they're just, again, they mean well for us. We just want us to be,
yun nga eh. I think, paminsan kailangan tigasan mo rin yung mukha mo. Like, di ba? Hindi, totoo, di ba? Kailangan mo tigasan yung mukha mo. Kailangan,
it's your life.
It's your life. Tsaka ano naman yan, if you're gonna pursue something and you really know deep down na you're good at this, it wouldn't matter, man. That's my take on it, di ba? Pag kahit nasabihin ng mga tao na hindi wala mangyayari dyan, sayang lang oras mo dyan. Pero ako deep down, alam kong kaya ko eh.
Yeah.
Alam kong kaya ko mag-produce ng magandang video, alam kong kaya kong di ba?
Kaya magluto.
Kaya ko magluto. So bakit hindi? Di ba? Wala mo mawawala.
And even if you don't make it, I mean, hindi ka maging Gordon Ramsay level.
Exactly, man.
At least ginawa mo, no regrets, di ba?
Diba, I would rather be that dude, di ba? The risk taker na, I mean, risking his life for a meaningful life, meaningful short life. Kesa that dude that made it to 80 doing something that he doesn't even want to do. Diba? I think that's sad. Diba? What about you, Jay? First step.
My first step, I just did it. I think the first step is that set aside some time and think about that one thing in life that you really want to do the most. If money is not a thing, think about that. Then if you've already decided what that thing is, fully resolve that. From this day forward, you're gonna pursue that. Every day you're gonna do maybe a small task to reach that
to improve yourself.
Yeah, so
to do something about it.
So yun lang. Ako lang first step ko, I just wrote a song with my brother, and it was a good song.
Actually, it's just putting something out.
Sige, just
put something out.
Put it out, and
the first one isn't gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero once you have the
just do it.
Once you put something out, I mean, I think it's better that you put out something that is flawed because at least you will have room to grow.
Yeah. Tama.
You'll have stuff to do. Things to
ganun lang din kami.
improve on.
Just release a song and then sige, follow up mo.
Bro, did you have restraints in your with your family? Did your dad, your mom?
Not so much because I'm already an engineer. So parang
satisfied. So you already did what you had to do.
I already have.
Yeah. So as a
engineer
favor,
na ako as a profession.
And as a favor, like you asked them, can you give me a shot? Can you support me with this?
Actually, I didn't.
Oh, really? So you just did it. So you were your own dude.
Yeah, and I was earning my own money. So I bought my own equipment with my brothers.
Of course. Guy like Jay. Guy like Jay. Of course, man.
Pero syempre, budgeted pa din. So, just do it if you can.
Yeah, I think it doesn't have... the main problem is... when I Yeah.
As compared to you.
And when I did the first video, of course, like everyone else, I was making excuses. I don't have a good camera yet.
I think it's yan nga. Siguro yung first step is really the mentality.
Yeah, the mentality.
I want to
just do it. I don't have a good camera. I wanted this angle, but I don't have the stand. I don't have money to buy the stand. Diba? I don't have a mic. I wanted to do a voiceover. I don't have a mic yet. And then weeks. Maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe I'll do it next month. 2 months passes by, and you realize that you didn't put out anything, and time is fast, man. Kaya
lumipas lang yung oras.
No? Lumipas lang yung oras. So, diba, realize mo na lang. Just one day, I just really did it, man. I think the first ever video I did in YouTube, walang kwenta. For me,
Yeah.
Pero that time, when I did it, man.
That's okay.
Tsaka at the time, when I finished editing it, I was like, oh, this is a good video.
Yeah.
But this is really good. But I want to watch it now. It's cringeworthy. which is nice, man. Because that means I improved that much. Diba? Kasi when I was watching it back then, I was impressed with myself.
Kala mo, you the shit na.
Akala ko,
I'm the shit.
I'm the greatest YouTuber.
Yeah.
YouTuber. I'm the greatest YouTuber who ever lived, probably. Pero realizing it, diba? I'm a better YouTuber now. Diba? Which is nice.
Just get started eh.
Yeah, pero yun nga.
And you can improve over time.
Imagine this, man. Kung na-release ko yun, nang hindi siya ganun kaganda, syempre, iba na yung confidence ko ngayon kasi alam kong kaya ko nang mag-release ng mas maganda.
Yeah.
So, that's one big hurdle to leap on, diba? That's one big hurdle to leap. Kasi confidence is really the backbone of anything you do.
Yeah.
Once you pass that confidence level na, sige, kaya ko na mag-release, then you're good to go. Diba? Actually, this podcast lang, Jay.
Yeah.
Diba?
On its own.
It took a month.
Actually, hindi. Less than.
Less than a month. Kasi we were, me and Jay are already in that limbo na, parang, we can do anything na. Without thinking about, looking dumb.
Parang,
diba? May restraints sa time and everything. Pero at least wala na kami pakialam. Magmukhang tanga kami dito. Wala kami pake. Diba?
Yeah.
Kasi parang
fuck y'all.
Hindi na natin fuck y'all. Jay over here, diba? Saying bad words, of course. As Jay would. As Jay would.
Okay, sige.
Typical Jay. Pero yeah, that's the hurdle we have to take. Tapos, thankfully, before we... nalagpasan na namin yun. Kasi Jay was already releasing music. I was releasing videos day in and day out. Sometimes the videos wouldn't take as much views as I would. Pero I don't take it as hard anymore.
Yeah.
Kasi ganun talaga diba?
Trip mo lang.
Trip ko lang. Pero at least yung confidence ko, okay na ako.
Yeah. And we're not saying we're successful artists already. Like, for me, I don't think.
But I think there's success in like having the confidence.
Yeah.
We're at that stage where we are
very
fulfilling
the journey.
Yeah, the journey.
Going
exactly, man. Kasi I don't know. Hindi ko naman alam. Wala naman akong personally known na sobrang successful na sa personally wala. Pero if you hear the documentaries or the interviews of successful artists, they treasure the journey.
Yeah.
They remember the good times. they love the uncertainty. Kasi right now, di ba, kung sikat ka na, successful ka na, anything you touch turns into gold. So you kind of miss.
So wala pa tayo dun.
So I think you will miss that part. So I think pag nagsistruggle ka, I mean, I think that's the lesson here. Pag nagsistruggle ka, I think lasapin mo lang.
Yeah.
Sige, lasapin mo. Kasi mo naman babalik eh. Pag naging success mo, may miss mo yung days.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the days.
So there.
I think we did well for our first episode. What do you think, Jay?
That's a millennial dilemma.
That's a millennial dilemma. Happy birthday, Jay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's our first episode. That's the millennial dilemma.
Yes.
And
I even forgot that it's my birthday. Ni-schedule ko to birthday ko pala. Ganun tayo ka-busy.
Guy like Jay. Of course he's busy.
wanted to do this, di ba?
Of course he's busy. So ladies, if hindi siya nag-reply kaagad, syempre, he's a busy guy. So that's it, man. If you like the podcast, please share it.
Yeah.
On whatever platform you're listening.
Follow us on our Facebook and Instagram accounts. Wala pa.
Pero we're gonna post links.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna do it. So we're gonna end it at that.
And watch out for our next episode.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're gonna talk about...
If there's gonna be a next episode. Of course there is.
Hindi pa tayo suspended.
Hindi pa tayo suspended.
Diba?
Yeah. No issues. Okay. Bye guys. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Bye guys. Thank you so much.